This time it's going to be another game of Flash playing random. We have Rush spawning in the top right on Polypoid, and Flash gets Terran in the bottom right. Flash gets its best race, and Rush is going to be playing in the dark, at least for a little bit. We'll see how the scouts go. Map is Polypoid 4-player map, and if they were, this is probably the worst case scenario on a 4-player map. You're getting Flash with his best race, and you're not guaranteed to scout him. Let's see. We have vertical spawns on Polypoid. That means Flash's third gas is going to be away from Rush, whereas Rush's third gas is going to be towards Flash. Mineral onlys aren't that powerful in TVT, because adding more vultures during that time of the game is not really that effective. You want your mass tank lines, and then you want your ways to get around massive tank lines. You want wraiths, drops, something to give you more maneuverability. You can see a vertical or a horizontal split of the map eventually. This map has a lot of high grounds in the middle of the map where tanks can position themselves, and it becomes hard to attack. You have both players going for depot first, and Flash actually keeps making SCVs. He knows he's up against a Terran, and his opponent doesn't have any idea. It looks like both players are gonna go for that 14 command center, which is actually kind of cool. Don't want to see any abuse of the random. Random in itself is an advantage. And here we see already Rush wants to scout. Luckily for him, he's going to scout Flash first. And this is huge. This is huge, getting that information immediately. Both players getting that barracks up. And Rush is going to scout first. He's going to have the scouting information advantage. Let's see where Rush or Flash goes. I think Flash will have seen that SCV come from the north. Both players getting that gas. Basically identical builds so far. The only difference is Rush's earlier scout hurting him a little bit. Yep, Flash just going straight up. He's also going to see it's a 14 command center. Not really much else for a scout to do once you scout their race and confirm their opening. Still going to linger around a bit. And here comes Flash's SCV. Gas mining has started for both players. And the command center finishes roughly at the same time. SCV is being transferred over. First Marines in production. This is a mirror build, as mirror as it gets. Here comes Flash with that factory. Just a few seconds faster than Rush. Flash even making a second Marine. Rush holding off on that. There we go. Both players have enough gas to do something else. I wonder if they're going to add the initial factories, additional factories right away. There we have the barracks floating, 2 scout. Flash actually making a 3rd Marine. And there's that second factory from Flash and also Rush. Rush keeping that SCV scout at the front. He wants to see when Flash moves out, if he does. And here comes a 3rd factory from Rush and also Flash. So 3 factory vulture production going to be started. And now the game is going to be on a razor's edge, because if you ever lose a vulture fight against your opponent, it snowballs immediately. Vultures are very fast to reinforce. And there's no way for you to come back in a scenario where all of a sudden they have more vultures. They're attacking you, even though you can reinforce. They'll just reinforce immediately as well. Defender's advantage isn't as large. But we have a tank being produced first by both players. And 4th factory from them as well. You can see the economy of 14 Command Center is ridiculous. They're able to get 4 factories up even before 5 minutes. No upgrades on the add-ons quite yet. Second factory for Flash. Second tank for Flash. Only the 1-4 rush. So we have a slight difference here in the unit composition. Now players are adding tons of depots because vultures are very fast to produce. Don't want to get supply blocked here. And here's that eBay scout. I think Rush hit this tank. He doesn't want to reveal. The less information you give away, the better it is for you. Here, Rush sees a tank coming out of that factory. Vulture speed instead of mines because mines aren't that useful when your opponent is going for mostly vultures. Speed gives them oh, what's going on here? Looks like Rush wants to attack. He's going around. Now, high ground control can be important. Wait, whoa, where is this tank going? It's like more vultures reinforcing. And what does tank Flash have? He's actually gonna have 3 tanks, so his army is gonna be significantly stronger. This is a ton of vultures though. And here we go. Rush is coming in. Not coming in from the high ground. Coming in from this weird angle. Here we go. Flash. It's all about the targeting here. You want your vultures to hit their vultures. So it looks like Flash just has too much. He also has the defender's advantage and these 3 tanks. Rush is being forced to retreat here. They're reinforcing rally. Vultures are actually going to get right to Flash's net. But Rush lost that tank, and now he's in big trouble. You see he's going to start mixing in mines, and he's being forced into a full retreat. Flash never stopped making tanks. So now he has a very strong army. He's going to have 4 tanks against none. These mines aren't going to be done anywhere near in time. Flash being forced with that full retreat. As long as his vultures are fighting vultures, he's fine, but once the tanks come in, he's in big trouble. Vulture's not very good against tanks, especially without mines. He's adding tanks now. He's waiting on that speed. He's pulling SCVs. He's going to need these against tanks. Looks like he can kill the vultures effectively. Another tank arrived to support. Nice SCV surround on that 1 tank. We have 3 tanks left, and looks like Flash just wins easily. Finally have Rush with 1 tank. And we have scan for Flash. And with scan, all of a sudden, now the mines don't do much. Flash still has 3 tanks alive, all very healthy. And now he's reinforcing. You can see he never stopped making tanks from this 1 factory. Rush does have an additional factory, but it's not really helping him. It means it's more tanks. 4 tanks versus 1. See, just not going to be anywhere near in time. And we have the GG from Rush. So very effective showing from Flash as Random again. Just seems to be a step above all his competitors. And every time he gets Terran with Random, the advantage is so large. Here, even with opening builds, we saw 1 little divergence and Flash came out ahead. And that'll be all for today. Thanks for watching another StarCast TV cast. Please like and subscribe and join us in the future for more of these casts.